I had to dash out to go refill my thermos because I realized it was bone dry, and I am not getting through this entire stream on one Pepsi.
Yeah,
Hello.
There's no way you can do the judge voice without.
Oh, like a little bit. Yeah, the Pepsi is for the gravel, and then the water is for after the gravel, like
Yep.
for the sores. Hey, we can hear Marina. Marina can hear us.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That wasn't your fault. It was not your fault.
What an incredible development.
Let's.
Yeah, plot twist. Plot twist. It was my fault. No, yeah, my computer had some problems right when we were gonna stream last week, and then it took a little while, but we fixed it. And by we, I mean a friend fixed it.
Yes, shout outs to Xander, who has been on stream sparingly every now and then. I think he's shown up in a couple of videos. Oh, Cassidy, 21 months. Sophia, thank you.
Wow, that's almost a year.
Also, apparently I didn't turn off auto renew, but it's cool.
Almost.
It is
Dead
cool.
silence, not a single.
No, sorry. It's because there was a text-to-speech voice speaking aloud.
Oh, I see.
That's the hip new thing to do, you see. And also, I actually appreciate it because there are a lot of people who are just listening to these streams. I didn't considered it from that angle before until someone explained that to me. I'm like, oh shit, that's a great point, actually. But, okay. We had a motherboard in need of replacing, and the man who taught me how to fix computers was the one who did it himself, and that's so cool. And the world is a small place, and shouts to the East Coast for everywhere being within like a couple of hours of itself.
Either a couple of hours or like days.
Okay, hold on, streamer. Yeah, because what I just said is shoutouts to small locations for being small, which is an insane. Anyways, we have a new trial to get to. Back to the plot. We did the DLC trial, the fun double whale. Spoiler, massive spoiler for that one if you hadn't seen it, but there's a lot of whale, double Jeopardy whale, and honestly, it was transcendent. It made me remember how silly these games can be in a way that's just totally sincere and fantastic. But it's October, it's Halloween month. I am ready for spooky things, and seriousness is just the spookiness of emotion. So let's do it. Let me move the camera back a little bit. Okay, perfect. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, if anything has gone wrong with the streaming setup. The spookiness of law. Yeah, unfortunately, we do have to go learn law again. So I guess we're not loading a save. Or wait, hang on. The Cosmic Turnabout.
That's the one.
That is the next one. Okay, so we are going to be picking up from here, because nothing actually changes because the special episode was done.
Honestly, gun to my head, I could not tell you what the name of that previous case was called. I was like, the whale? The pirate case?
Turnabout Reclaimed?
Turnabout Reclaimed.
I've never heard of her. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, that never came up. Reclaimed.
Reclaimer? I hardly even know her.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this. F4, Cosmic Turnabout. Okay, sorry, seeing the month differentials on those saves is making me...
Don't look at that. No. Don't look at that.
Okay. Anyways.
We had a lot of whale in between.
A lot of whale and a lot of documentary. By the way, if you're watching this in linear time, I'm just going to say this right now. Shoutouts to the Mug team, now Sidetrack Games. I will talk about that more if I have time to stream tomorrow. On stream tomorrow. I want the stream to just be about this, but that all got announced the other day, and I'm so excited for them. But yeah, I was doing the whole documentary where I interviewed them between then and now. So I was busy, but we're not busy now. We got a game. We got a video game. Let's do this. Oh yeah, fucking blued up. That's right.
Yeah,
right.
Up, but he's got cool cape, so.
Courtroom bombing incident. Terrible attack launched by the will of a madman. That incident perfectly symbolized the state of the legal world in this dark age of the law. Mr. Wright brought it to a resolution of sorts. Ted Tenate was discovered to be the one responsible for the bombing.
It's been so long.
If only it were that simple. Somehow I can't help but think. That there's a darker influence at work. One that's lurking in the shadows, waiting. That's why I want to review the trial that was taking place when the bombing occurred.
Welcome back to the plot.
After all, I've got more than a few personal stakes in it.
Dark Age of the Law is a weird thing to harp on. Episode 4, The Cosmic Turnabout. Considering absolutely nothing that happens in the DDs is any different than the previous games. They're just acknowledging it more, which, like, they're putting a head on it more, of like, yeah, this is kind of fucked up, isn't it? Which I feel like it's a response to criticism about the series. Sorry, we're going to space?
1 hour remaining until launch. Please begin your final.
Yeah, it's cosmic.
We're finally gonna be free of. What, you think this was gonna be all crystals?
Okay.
This is science. Thank you.
Whenever you are.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said cosmic. It could have been, oh, we are not going to space.
It was a SpaceX rocket.
Space. Oh, no, there goes
blew
half
up
of
before I had a
Texas.
chance to make a joke about Edgeworth finally finding a way to get fully away from Phoenix.
He's trapped on the moon now. That was him. He blew up the rocket so nobody could fucking follow him. The one place that hasn't been corrupted in the dark age of the law. Space! Oh, shit. That looks like an X-Acto knife of sorts, and through
Sorry,
the
is this
suit.
in space?
I think it was
No, the
on the
rocket blew up.
ship.
Okay, so the rocket, it's not that they're trapped up in, okay. 'Cause I was
Or,
gonna say,
I think
swear to
it-
fucking
they've
God, if
just
we're having to do
themed-
zero gravity investigation.
It's SpaceX as fuck in that they have themed their factory to look like fucking it's out of Alien. Like,
Yeah.
that's the kind of shit we're dealing with. Okay.
10 days till my birthday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, this is almost Crimbus. It's Christmas. A week
It's
away.
almost Crimbus.
I'm so
30
excited about this information.
30,000 or I forgot how many years in the future this is.
This is in like the late 2020s, so not too
Yeah.
terribly far.
Okay.
I think this is like 3 years in the future,
Goddamn.
right?
So I'll be like 33.
December 16th, 9:12 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5.
Time for another trial to begin. But this one's different.
Sorry to bother you, but I did I voice her? I believe I did,
Yes,
right?
you did.
Okay, yeah. Are you all right, Apollo?
Was I making a scary face just now? Oh, hi, Juniper. Yes, I'm fine. I was just, doing my chords of steel exercises. Silently.
I was just, yeah, like vibrating my throat. I was just.
Just stare into the mirror and look at yourself and think that you're fine.
Didn't Elon get rid of yellow safety stripes because he didn't like how they looked or something like that?
Yes.
That is
yes.
correct, and it's also crazier than that because, yes, that is what happened, except everyone else involved went, well, but we need safety. This is insane. So anytime he would visit the factory, they would be removed, and then they would be replaced when he left.
Wow, it's like
At
hiding,
least in
like,
some cases.
hiding the dirty part of a comic book or something like that anytime like an adult is around when you're a kid.
Yeah, just like flip to a different page, like, no, oh wait, that's too gruesome. Oh, no, that's porn. Nope. I would have gone with pink caution stripes instead. His argument was that it should be self-evident what's dangerous and what isn't, which is a fucking insane thing for a rocket scientist, alleged rocket scientist, to say. Anyways, pink caution stripes would fuck, though. Those would, I would...
Caution, fabulous.
Caution!
Now I'm all ready to go.
Yeah, knowing you, I'm sure you'll be just fine. Oh, I brought you a present for my garden.
Oh!
It's a mushroom or a lotus. Oh, okay.
A root vegetable,
This
thanks.
the lotus root?
No, it's a potato. I just cut some holes in it.
That's right. My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes.
I mean, probably when it's like cooked and in food, not just
Yeah.
like to hold it.
And for your vision generally.
She even says that if you look through the holes, it can help you see into the future.
Oh, okay. It's
Woods
like hearing the sea in a seashell.
Woods showed up so baked to the fucking proceedings.
It's for good luck. Maybe later you can cook it and...
Thanks for this. I'm gonna have it right now.
Oh, no, Apollo,
Oh
no, no,
god,
no.
don't eat that shit raw. You're gonna be puking.
Oh god, he is a 2 eggs in a blender with protein powder kind of guy, unfortunately.
He is.
I watched my drug dealer do that in front of me once. It was so fucking crazy. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but...
You did say it, is the thing. And now we have to live with it.
Now we have to live with
It was the
You're
most
type A
casual
drug dealer.
thing in the world. Like, yeah, like, how you doing? Is I like any issues? Anything else I can recommend? Fucking hell.
Things
Anyways,
you miss out on when you have medical.
yeah, I haven't had that experience in years now, man. Humans are stupid though, and also like machines are designed to be safe until they are unsafe. You cannot predict when they will become unsafe. So the caution tape is to, like, it's a cordoned off area where if something were to explode or burst or go wrong or fall, as long as nobody's around here, it'll be fine. Like, it's not just for moving parts, it's also for shit going wrong. Like, we have a bit of a buffer, essentially. Alternating neon pink and green. Dude, if there's one thing I love in my safety signs, it's changing meaning. Based off of vibes.
Like a street light.
Oh, he did eat it.
Oh yeah.
All right. It's a little tough. Not gonna lie. It's a little tough.
I'm only at all times a few steps away from eggs and protein powder in a blender, guys. So don't think that was that big of a dig.
Yeah, it's not judgmental. It is insane to do at someone.
I eat raw spinach for fun sometimes. So
You can't eat it raw, but thank you for your enthusiastic try.
I mean, he did eat it raw is the thing.
Well, she didn't think me weird before. She will now. I gotta calm down.
Apollo, I'm sorry I'm late.
I'm late. Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Hi, Tina.
Junie.
Are you sorry I'm late?
I didn't know you were coming today. Did you come to cheer Apollo on? Oh, I get it. You sly little thing, you.
Tina, stop.
Quit kidding around, Athena. Trial's about to start any second. Is everything all set?
He says, holding a raw lotus fruit with a big bite. Quit joking around, Athena.
This is
Oh,
very...
Apollo. Apollo. When will you ever figure it out?
Figure what out. Wow, that was the longest sigh I have ever heard.
Oh, hi.
Wait, no. Hold on. Wait, who is this?
I'll take him.
Yeah.
Oh god, did my sigh not even pick up?
No, it
I kept
did,
on top
but
of it.
it cut out right at the end.
This is it. It's all over for me. They're gonna find me guilty.
For a split second, I thought this was Larry Butts. It was the goatee. For just a second, I was like, is this Larry? I'm like, no, this isn't Larry. This isn't Larry. I've decided it's not Larry. No, it's...
This is
No!
our client. One Mr. Solomon Soul Starbuck.
Wait, hang on. Isn't there a Mr. Solomon Soul that we dealt with before? Or am I... No, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of Solomon.
Yeah, Salaman.
Yeah, I'm thinking from the
Hollywood,
Steel
or
Samurai, yeah.
Steel Samurai, yeah. He's a very famous astronaut who happens to be an acquaintance of mine.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I was like, why is he just showing up? But yeah, no, Apollo would absolutely be like, oh yeah, I'm just also friends with a famous astronaut, you know.
He definitely has some butts DNA.
Some kind of
You would-
cousin.
You wouldn't know it right now, but he's usually a very upbeat and driven person.
Yeah, that's happening in courtroom number 1 and 2 at any given time are the various copyright lawsuits, Sophia. Those are constantly going on in the other courtrooms. That's why we're in 3, 4, and 5.
Scene of the crime this time happened to be the Cosmos Space Center.
And yes, you're right, Square. That's what I was thinking of.
Back in high school, my best friend and I went there almost a little too much.
Of course he was a space nerd. Of course he was a space
Of course
nerd.
he was.
But that's where we met Mr. Starbuck.
Unrelated to the chain.
Is copyright considered a form of wiretapping or a form of murder? They're the only two crimes.
Wiretapping. Absolutely wiretap. Where's the Calvin meme? The Calvin's dad meme. I'm like, you committing a crime? Let me tell you, there's actually only 2 types of crimes. Anyways.
We'd ask about space travel, and he'd launch into story after story with so much passion.
Oh, he loved info dumping.
Back in those days, the man was 100% my hero. Are you sure you're okay with being my lawyer, Apollo?
I think they did establish larceny as a crime at some point too. That's
a good
fair.
point.
They added larceny and grand larceny. That copyright theft would be larceny, so that's fair. Calvin's dad is going to fucking jail.
Of course I'm sure. I know you, Mr. Starbuck. I know you're not the type to commit murder. Thanks, but... I was supposed to be in space right about now.
Oh no, he's got that NASA pots. He's got that thing where all the astronauts keep coming back with pots.
Oh my god,
He's so depressed it almost seems like an act.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe all those astronauts are... So I don't want to downplay POTS or claim that it's just depression. However, maybe their depression is so bad that they get POTS because they aren't in space.
They're in space.
I'm
They
throwing...
were, now they're not.
I'm throwing a bucket of water over the chalkboard of this theory. Anyways.
The launch getting called off must have been a huge shock. I'll probably never get the chance to go into space again.
Mr. Saul, please quit. It sounds like you're moaning, thinking about space. No, we need people like that. We need the space perverts, but they're supposed to be up there, in space.
Yeah, they're supposed to be away from us.
That's
The normal perverts. Don't say that. Don't stop believing. Besides, you just have to go into space again. Yeah, I don't think I could face Clay in the afterlife if I just rotted away in a cell.
Clay Turan. I can't believe he was murdered. I mean, he was such a promising astronaut under your command.
They always make these, like, the people who are murdered just, like, so, like, sweet, like, cute, but also in that way of, like, RPG Maker protagonist. Of, like, oh,
Please
wow.
don't fuck my best friend. Please don't fuck my dead best friend.
Listen, I can feel how I want. He's dead.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Always there to pick me up when I was down.
There are 2 categories of crime, wiretapping and murder. Theft, wiretapping. Speeding, murder. You'd think assassination is murder, but it's actually a form of wiretapping. True, because you plan it. That makes sense.
Exactly.
No one loved life as much as him, that's for sure. He was always so full of energy, telling me, "You're fine, Mr. Starbuck."
Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, is this where Apollo learned this?
How could something like this happen to a guy like him, huh? I've never seen Mr. Starbuck so down.
Shout out to Sergei Kukilev, Soviet cosmonaut who was stuck in space for 311 days because the country he was from was dissolved while he was in space. He was from the USSR.
Oh, that's
Yup.
rough. Yeah,
Jesus, I didn't know about that one. Oh my god. Nearly a full year. No, that dude's got to be so depressed and probably also dead. I would have to assume. I can only assume dead now. It's funny every single time. He's still
I'm
alive. Woo! I think Dual Destiny is the only game where none of the victims have any real negative qualities, lol. Because after a while, that kind of narrative gets really boring. Of like, well, let's figure out why this punk deserved it, as opposed to there's more complicated things at play here.
Sometimes tragedies just happen.
Exactly. Because it does imply, if you do it too many times, that the only murder victims that matter are the ones who are directly related to you, like when Mia Fey dies. But this, like, I appreciate when they're just like, oh man, this is horrible.
Clay's gone and I'm going to prison. I wish I could burn up like a shooting star right now.
Shout out to
You've been in a
Sergey.
courtroom a couple days ago.
Yeah, you could, dude, you could have blown up so big.
Guys, this is the day of the bombing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
no!
Did you not catch that?
No, I
said,
didn't. I got so excited about turning 30.
I'm looking back at the case where the day the courtroom exploded.
Because
This
we
is
jumped.
that case in that
Wow.
courtroom where the bomb's gonna go off.
Wow.
I got thrown off because we did the DLC trial. I thought, like, oh, we're being reestablished in time after the bombing occurred. No.
No,
This is
where it happens.
Okay, all right. Whew.
Mr. Starbuck, you'll be fine.
Another another stream you watch gave Fulbright a Zap Brannigan voice and Starbuck Kip voice. Fulbright as Zap Brannigan is really good. I'm not gonna change his voice, but I am going to give that a bit of. I'll give it a try on if Fulbright shows up.
It win.
When? That's fair.
Yeah, it's never an if, only a when.
What is it? What's with the yelling? I'll get to the bottom of this today. You'll see.
Yeah, this is Apollo pre-depression. Okay.
And in exchange, I want you to go back into space for you and Clay. Promise? Does that mean you have lots of evidence to prove my innocence? Oh, well, about that.
I'm fine. So,
I am fine.
We didn't get to investigate the area as much as I'd have liked, thanks to the police.
Good. Awesome. I mean, that's fair.
I'm done for, man. I'm a goner.
Good amount of O's. Like, we, the player, just kind of got dropped into this, so it makes sense that we're given the same amount of information. Just find a message. Okay. Evidence. This is Los Angeles. Remember, we're in Lost Japan. They kind of like bridge the gaps in the end. It's all just one country now. We're on that Lennon world. John Lennon, to be clear.
not
Everybody
lemonade.
thinks I did it.
Also, yeah, everyone does think you did it, bud. Yeah.
Thought I was gonna soar like a comet, but I'm just gonna crash like a meteorite.
Those are the same thing.
No, don't say that, Mr. Starbuck.
It's just a different point in time.
Don't count yourself out yet.
I know it's hard to lose a teammate, but you've got to keep going.
And what about you, Apollo?
Oh, we're fine.
What about me?
I was just thinking, wasn't Clay your best friend?
We need to focus on the trial right now. Are you ready to go?
Shit.
Apollo.
This is Apollo during depression. The bailiff is about to begin the trial, the bailiff. I'm the bailiff. And you're the bailiff. We're all bailiffs now. If the defense would please proceed into the courtroom.
It's just a man in a Party City costume with a very fake mustache. I am the bailiff.
I am bailiff. I have a clipboard. I'm bailiff.
I should be here. Okay, here we go.
I should be here.
This is it. This is one trial I can't afford to lose.
I mean, the only good news about this is that we learned that Apollo had friends. So he could have friends in future.
For Clay's sake and our clients, I will find Clay's killer.
Here we go.
30 minutes and we're finally in the courtroom.
Hey, part of being a streamer is talking to chat. I'm trying to keep it moving. Having a strong call the Belvilance. You can go on a virtual tour of the ISS. Fantastic.
Okay. Quarter hour session for the trial of Solomon Starbuck.
Fence is ready, Your Honor.
If you play this on the 3DS, the 3D is disabled for this entire chapter.
Excuse me, Mr. Justice?
Yes, Your Honor.
The fuck happened to your eye?
It's a real nasty way to say that.
I'm fine. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You sure? I don't...
I'm not trying to get pink eye.
I said I'm fine, Your Honor. The defense is ready.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. He's been like this since yesterday. He keeps insisting it's just a sty.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I suppose it's something he does not want to discuss. Maybe he's entering a touchy age.
Let's go with that.
All right.
Prosecution? The 3DS port of Metal Gear Solid 3 disables the 3D in first person after Snake gets his eye shot out. That is what I was referencing. You're a good eye, Square. Yeah. Hey, it's Black Quill, baby.
He turns around, also has a sty. They kissed.
The prosecution appears to be ready as well.
Are you just gonna break it immediately?
Not yet. I'm
Oh.
not quite ready yet.
He's not fine.
Shit, okay.
I am not fine.
Yeah, there it is.
The prosecution is now ready.
Well, it didn't take him long this time.
Interesting.
What's up with Black Quill?
Black Quill's cut out his eyes to improve his other senses. No, yeah, he was just having a heart attack. That was it.
Oh, okay, now then, are you guys gonna kill each other? Jesus.
I'll do it.
You will? An unexpected surprise.
This time, I can't leave it to anyone else.
I see. Something's off with the two of you today. Did you smooch? I could tell. You both seem different somehow. The energy I'm picking up is definitely romantic tension and not, like, blood-curdling anger.
In this courtroom, it's often one and the same.
Good point. Well, anyways, Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement.
It was just yesterday. The crimes in question occurred at the Cosmos Space Center.
Ah, that famous federal research facility of all things related to astrology, right? Yep, definitely.
Astronomy. It's astronomy. Anyway, a rocket was set to launch from there.
Oh, were they gonna launch one of those 12 animals that they have up into space again? Oh, I bet it was another dog.
But at 9:28 a.m., before they could even move the rocket to the launch site,
Right before 9:30. 2 minutes before 9:30.
2 explosive devices were detonated, and the launch was canceled.
My word, 2 bombs? How dreadful.
The defendant in today's trial is charged with both the bombing and with murder.
Let me know if my mic's peaking, y'all. I'm still adjusting this to make sure it's all good.
One Mr. Solomon Starbuck. For whatever inane reason, he detonated a bomb on the rocket he himself would be in.
My first assumption from this is that whatever thing he hit, he did not think it was going to detonate a bomb, but they seem pretty confident he detonated it.
Solomon Starbuck? I recognize that name. Isn't he that famous astronaut?
Correct, your baldness. Mr. Starbuck was the pilot of the Hat 1 rocket 7 years ago.
A bombing would be dreadful. I sure hope there's never a third bombing. Yes, sirree.
As you may recall, despite some interstellar trouble, his mission was a success. Some say it was a miracle he returned alive. I suppose you could say he's a living legend.
Oh, I remember now. He's become something of an international celebrity, right?
Mankind's hope for the future. I've got to make it back alive. Come along to a captivating space odyssey that will take your breath. Oh, okay.
Because of the Hat 1.
I see. Okay, I get it now.
They even turned that incident into a movie and everything. We've got a real space pioneer in court today.
But even heroes tumble from their lofty heights. Returning to the subject at hand.
Ah, yes. The victim was one Mr. Clay Terran, subordinate of the defendant.
Indeed, a loyal disciple brutally stabbed to death by his mentor.
Stabbed, you say? You mean his death wasn't a result of the bombing?
Correct. Despite his lofty dreams, the victim was seen as an interloper by the defendant. And so he was sent not into space, but to the universe which we mortals cannot see. Clay.
I think I've heard enough. The case seems pretty clear-cut at this point. However, there's one thing I'm curious about. That metal box next to the witness stand.
Okay, here we go.
What purpose does it serve exactly? Bailiff Chekhov, can you inform us?
Surely it must be some innocent brewskis. There couldn't be anything
Since
dangerous.
you asked so nicely, it's your coffin.
He's definitely had this nightmare many nights in his career the past 10 years.
Yeah, he is now falling infinitely down into the coffin void.
I jest. It's evidence.
He's got jokes.
But he ain't no way that's getting into a courtroom. Don't worry, he brought it in ironically, so they let him do it.
I'm here to tell you, White Boy does have jokes.
See, that's extra funny because he's goth.
Yeah,
exactly.
Goth white boy got jokes. This is the
He's
judge's
extra white.
This is the judge's equivalent of Phoenix's nightmare at the start of Justice for All. Oh God, you're right. It's been a moment, but you're right. It's a bomb, Your Honor. It will never explode.
Due to its immense size, we've little choice but to lay it where it rests now. We shall get to the contents of the box in due time.
I love this.
Preferably before it goes off.
I
Don't
love
worry
this
about it.
energy that Black Quill has of like, okay, so what's the big conspicuous box in the room? Oh, you want to do this now? Okay. No, you decided to make it a whole thing.
Oh, I feel like I just lost another 50 years of my life.
Does he even have 50 years left?
Inner monologue, Athena. Inner monologue.
What? He's old! Oh my god.
Enough jabbering.
Little bit of jabbering, because Sophia, that's insane. You're playing an anime mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Releases all of the leaders, all the generals, with anime girls. And the character that Athena replaces is Herbert Hoover.
Fun.
It feels like she picked that out herself.
Yeah.
Like, get that bitch. That's me. Anyways. Ah.
Summon him like a golden retriever.
So fucking good. Okay, a little
Bobby
bit of...
Fulbright is Puppy Boy.
A little bit of Zap Brannigan. Bobby Fulbright is the name, and justice we trust. Oh, Detective Fulbright. Very well done. Please explain the details of this incident to the court, if you would. On it. First, take a look at this pamphlet from the Cosmos Space Center. In it, you will find that this is just turning into Warburton.
Yeah, it is.
I lean to Warburton.
In it, you'll find a diagram outlining the overall layout of the Space Center. Now, here we are. For a more detailed look on what's on the left side of this building,
Okay.
take a look at this cross-section that we, the police, have the police, have created.
Copyright us. This is not to be used for AI training. See, the launch pad and that main building.
The launch pad is the square building, and the rounded structure is the main building, right? You got it!
The incidents took place in Launchpad 1 and in the main building's lounge. Okay, so like all across the same corridor. I also want to know if there's a staircase that allows transport, because otherwise that elevator creates an interesting choke point.
I'll be using this diagram during my testimony. It'll make it easier to understand.
We, the police of the United States of America.
That's what Fulbright says when he's waking up every morning.
Yeah, he just launches directly into that. Here we go.
Just before the rocket was set to launch, 2 bombs went off. Boom! Boom! Boom!
One in the second floor of the Space Center's main building, and one in Launchpad 1. And judging by this diagram, that's on the second floor.
Thankfully, the only 2 astronauts were in Launchpad 1 at the time. The 2 of them managed to make it back as far as the boarding lounge. But after the escape,
One of the 2 was found stabbed to death.
okay. A murder on top of a bombing. Detective, the victim was already dead by the time you arrived at the lounge, correct? Yep. Thinking he'd sabotaged the bombing, the defendant killed him right there in the rocket. Just look at this tragic photo. Oh my. Was that a knife in the victim's... Oh, that's too much to bear. Oh, I can't watch.
Okay, let's see what else we got going on here.
Tragic swoop bangs.
Trying to figure out what the object on the right there is. We could probably get that explained over time. Some kind of capsule thing that appears to have a hole and maybe tape on the bottom, or maybe that's a symbol. We'll see. Stabbed through the suit.
Which has got to be thick.
Is missing a glove, which is interesting. Also, it's anime, so this might not mean anything, but I just find the detail interesting that he is wearing a visor, because would he still be wearing the visor underneath a space helmet? Or
That's
would
entirely
it...
possible, honestly.
It may be that there is more daylight between, oh, the launch has been called off, and them coming back here and getting stabbed then has been implied if he had time to take off the helmet and to put on the visor again. But again, it's anime. It might just be implied like that's just part of the setup. And it's probably not supposed to mean anything. I don't know. Sometimes it does with these games.
We'll find out.
Yes, Your Honor. It's the knife that cruelly ended this young man's dreams.
We couldn't get any prints off it, though, because the defendant was in his space suit. Utility knife. Victim's blood was found in its blade. No fingerprints could be lifted.
By the way, Detective Fulbright, why are the victim's helmet and glove absent in this photograph?
We had to remove them to identify them, Your Honor. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. You know what they say, if the glove fits, don't acquit. That's what they say. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all.
Yes, it would be very difficult to identify. Sorry, these two voices are merging into one. It would be very difficult to identify him without a face or fingerprints. Now, there's just one more thing I'd like to inquire about. What is the round thing next to the victim in this photo?
Something so important to the victim, he took it with him as he escaped the launch pad.
The visor comes out of his hair like a retractable car roof whenever you take the helmet off. Okay.
A capsule that apparently contains asteroid samples.
Okay.
Oh.
So do not touch is that symbol.
While obviously valuable for research purposes, it has no relation to this case.
In theory.
I see.
So, we know that the bomb in the main building was on the 2nd floor. But where was the bomb that was in Launchpad 1 located?
Ah, that one was on the rocket itself. It was situated around the central part of the rocket. The central fuse, if you will. That's not what it, that's not, no, that's wrong. Apparently, the area around the launch pad's elevator was a sea of flames. I would like to submit this diagram report to the record. Thank you, thank you.
The trials just started and we're already in a bind.
You'll get used to it. Besides, that's what cross-examination is for, right?
Remember, Fulbright can be yelled at.
What the two astronauts were doing during the bombing, that'll be the key.
Now that's a cop you could bully.
Okay, let's bully this cop. So, just before the rocket was set to launch, 2 bombs went off. Boom, boom.
Since we have no...
I don't expect evidence to present.
No, we don't have anything, so we're just gonna have to press on everything.
Oh,
we
if
need
it's
to
on
get
it-
as much out. We need to get as much out of Fulbright as we can.
If it's on every statement, then yeah, we can do that. Boom! Why would they be taking the asteroid samples back to space? Good question.
How powerful were the explosions?
Well, the one in the main building wasn't strong enough to bring the place down, but the room it went off in was burned black. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Due in large part, of course, to, me stepping up to lead the evacuation.
Wait, what were you doing there in the first place, Detective Fulbright?
I like rockets. I'm Bobby Fulbright, hero of justice. I'll be there whenever and wherever people need my help. I'd go to the other side of the world or even the edge of the universe.
I'm not sure how far he knows how far that actually is.
Pretty far.
But I guess I'll leave that one alone. Admirable decision, Justice Dono.
Huh? What did he decide?
Anyway, could you describe what it was like at the Space Center at that time?
Could you read our fucking mind, bud? The bomb cut the power to the central bank of elevators and the 3rd floor lounge. So the elevators were down and power to the lounge was down. Okay. It was pitch black in there, I tell you. However, the security cameras and whatnot were running on emergency backup.
And how did the evacuation go?
I immediately and heroically whisked people down to the Space Center's basement shelter.
Basement shelter?
Yes, there's an emergency shelter beneath the Space Center.
An emergency shelter, huh?
Taito, welcome aboard. An asexual attorney named after a bird ongoing. You are right at the beginning of a new trial. There was 2 bombs that went off at the Space Center, And after the bombs went off, one of 2 astronauts was stabbed, and our defendant is the other astronaut, who is Apollo's friend. But Apollo's real fucking friend, like close friend, was the victim, was the person who got stabbed. We are now caught up. I'm doing pretty fucking good. I hope you're doing well as well.
He may or may not have a sty that he may or may not have given to Blackwell, who may or may not now be psychically linked with him.
Yeah, Apollo is covering his right eye. He will not talk about why.
Yeah.
And Blackwell is acting strangely to the point in a way. Like, normally he would be playing around more, but he seems to be, like, taking this one serious.
Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom of the diagram.
Yeah, you're right.
The Space Center is pretty impressive to have its own shelter.
Evacuation report added to the court record.
The power outage and evacuation seem unrelated to the murder at this point.
Yeah, I agree with you on at this point. I do want to just read what that says. Police officers and riot police gave evacuation instructions immediately. There was a power outage and affected areas remained dark. Security system was switched over to emergency power and continued to work. Evacuees moved to the basement shelter. I swear to God, if we get that security footage and it's just all black, because, like, well, yeah, but there was no lights, and, like, they're not night vision cameras or anything. They're just, you know, there's cameras.
They're on.
Just fucking nothing but audio. Alright.
I guess I'll leave that aside for now.
What if 2 astronauts were on the Earth?
So, there were 2 explosions in total, correct?
And one of them killed the other one with a rock. Would that be fucked up or what? That's like more or less the plot here. It's like a locked room mystery, but it doesn't have to be literally out at space. They are just in conditions like being isolated in space. Yeah, that's right. One on the 2nd floor of the Space Center's main building, and one in launch pad number 1.
Let me get this straight. Mr. Starbuck rigged a rocket he was going to board with explosives.
What are you talking about?
If the defendant really did plant the bomb on his own rocket, he'd get caught in the explosion as well.
Oh, wow, that's a real good point. I hadn't considered that one.
Hey, man.
Fine. A simpleton for a simpleton.
Oh, wow, a bomber who does it suicidally. That's a new one.
Fulbright. The motive.
Understood. The defendant actually had astrophobia, huh?
Astrophobia? What's that?
No fear of space, naturally. Just the thought of space can cause the afflicted to freeze up. And so, in his terror, the defendant found a way to stop the launch at the last minute.
You know, aside from quitting, because, you know, it's so easy to go to space.
Lance Bass had to quit going to space at the last minute, and they replaced him with a bucket of rocks. You can just not send the dude. It is possible to just not send the dude.
That's absurd.
Real story, by the way, if you want, look that up. Unfortunately for you, we have evidence. Take a look at these. These are opiates.
I swear to fucking God, they're like, see?
What the hell are
Anxiety
these
pills.
pills?
God.
These
Yeah,
are
of course that's what they are.
anxiety medication. They were found among the defendant's possessions. See, this is the dark age of the law shit we're talking about. Like, this is like the most profiling shit imaginable. Did they go, you know what, fuck space, I'm gonna just pull a no Russian on this fucking rocket? Yeah, that's literally what they're accusing him of. Like, oh, he planned to blow up the rocket and stab his friend so he wouldn't have to go to space. There's a lot of faster ways to not go to space. You could get arrested for public urination. That's a form of wiretapping, I'm pretty sure.
Unless they're gonna make the claim that he wasn't taking his medication, that there was too many in the bottle or whatever. If he's taking anti-anxiety medicine for him, I think he'd be fine to go to space.
That might be what we end up arguing.
Yeah.
Now, apparently he was taking them in secret to help quell his fears.
There were a multitude of problems with the rocket Mr. Starbuck wrote 7 years ago.
Sophia, that's basically what's happening, yeah. It's only wiretapping if you're passing on phone lines. There's so many phone lines in the modern era, it's always wiretapping.
Rumor has it, it threatened to crash a number of times as well. That was, of course, very traumatic for Mr. Starbuck.
Okay, at least they have an argument. It's not a good one, but it's an
That
argument.
doesn't mean he'd go so far as to blow up his own ship.
Silence.
The defendant couldn't bear to mar his good name, now could he?
So he became a bomber.
No, not after the media had branded him Soul Starbuck Space Pioneer Extraordinaire.
You could have done like a James Cameron thing and just like kept doing the film thing while also advocating for safety in space. Like you didn't have to go yourself.
Given these conditions, the defendant could hardly run away like some base mutt. What, so that's why you think he resorted to the bombing? Naturally. He constructed this act of sabotage in an attempt to blow up the Space Center, which would effectively abort the launch but spare his reputation.
Now, I'm sure you understand why we have to bring justice down on this atrocious criminal. This is the moment that Soul Starbuck became Soul Bad Guy. Thankfully, only 2 astronauts were Launchpad 1 at the time. And yes, they are basically arguing that, like, in an attempt to not get canceled, he became a terrorist. This is a strong argument.
Are you sure it was only the 2 of them?
It was just before the spaceship was set to launch, so of course it was only the 2.
Well, there could have been somebody else inside that rocket.
Silence.
The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd.
There was a bomb in there.
Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so.
A fingerprint recognition device. That sounds as futuristic and complex as a space center.
We've been going to space since the 60s.
We've been fingerprint
Sorry, not
scanning
me.
since the 70s. Actually, it's not as amazing as you think, Your Honor. Take a look at this photo. Now, this is the door, and as you can see, this fucking cartoon video game has better safety than the real company SpaceX. This is the door in the lounge with the fingerprint lock. Only personnel with fingerprints who are registered can pass through.
Oh, I see. That is very different from
What I had in mind. Weren't they wearing gloves, though? That may come up, but presumably the gloves were put on after they went inside.
Presumably the spacesuits are kept in that hallway.
Exactly, yeah.
That's like either that or in the launchpad areas where I'd keep them.
And is there a record of the number of people that passed through that door yesterday?
Yes, there were only 3. The defendant, the victim, and the director of the Space Center, Yuri Cosmos.
Okay, so how did you rule that person out then?
I mean, there was a third entire person we haven't introduced to the narrative yet. Also, Yuri Cosmos shreds as a drag name. God damn.
Yeah.
And doesn't that mean it's possible that the director is the one who did it?
Yeah, these witches be from Mercury. This is some space Yuri.
Not a chance. He was in the main building when the bombs exploded at 9:28,
I mean, that was where one of the bombs was.
doing his job directing the launch.
I
Although
understand
when
this
were
is...
the bombs themselves placed?
That is a good question. Also, we know there was at least some delay between the bombs going off and the stabbing because they were in the lounge, which means they would have had to have walked back.
Besides having an alibi, he has no motive for committing these senseless acts.
One place hasn't been corrupted by Yowie. I've got news for you. Space be gay.
He has a point. I guess the director can't be considered a suspect then.
If he didn't even have any meds, then how would we even suspect him?
Like, okay, yeah. I was about to ask a question, but we're about to get that information right here.
So, while it would appear that the pair barely escaped with their lives, in actuality, one of them had already been murdered inside the rocket. That's the angle the prosecution wants to push, correct?
You got it. That's our angle, and we're pushing it. In fact, that's what I've been trying to push this whole time. If the victim had been alive, he would have for sure tried to stop the bombing. He might not have known.
Is there any chance Mr. Terran could have been killed before he boarded the rocket?
I'm leaning too far forward. I gotta lay back. They were both alive and well at boarding time, and embarked under their own power. Their hearts full of hopes and dreams of space.
And then both their hopes and dreams were dashed.
If I may continue my explanation, after the evacuation order was given, the defendant made his escape, carrying the victim to make it look like a rescue. I could also see an alternate version of this being where, like, they both still have their helmets on and they just see two figures, one of them limping and one of them, like, walking confidently, and they're just assuming that's the two, when in reality this might have been this, hey, you're gonna be fine, like, jovial guy carrying his friend who's having a panic attack about the rocket exploding out of the ship. Like, I gotta see what their proof is of they were seen, like, walking together, trying to pretend that he was carrying him while he was injured or whatever. Like, I gotta see what their proof is. If those motherfuckers are wearing helmets, I think it's very possible that the two presumed people are reversed here.
It's like he's trying to give us as little information as possible.
Maybe Prosecutor Blackwell's got his tongue.
Well, don't let that hold you back. Keep pressing until we get what we need.
Did I not press on that last one? Maybe I accidentally advanced the dialogue instead of pressing.
I think you might have, yeah.
Yeah. The one where he's all angry. Yeah.
Press Q. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I just misclicked. My bad.
And who was the first to find the victim?
Actually, there were two of them.
The Space Center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Arm.
That one we do know.
The victim of the first trial.
Yep.
One of them was a detective.
Yep. Detective Arm specializes in bombings, you see. She and the director were ordering the evacuation following the explosions. They were also worried about the astronauts, so they hurried over to the boarding lounge. Detective Candace Arm. Yeah, Taito. Yeah, that's like that's like maybe a 6 on the scale of names for this game. Like what is the mobster family? Violent Letty or something like that. I'm trying to remember. Yep. Like Corpse Violetti or something like that. These names get so fucking on the nose. That's when they discovered the victim along with the defendant. If you get the name, Ozzy. Chat's got it.
The walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah, walkie-talkie was also a lot. But Violetta Cadaverini. Cadaverini.
Classic. Violetta walked so Jenny Ortega could walk a little faster and a little gloomier.
Just a little sadder. Oh god. Her dad, yeah, Bruno Cadaverini. Jesus Christ. So the detective
witnesses, huh?
and Yuri.
And one of them's a detective. I doubt either one of them would have anything to say that would help me.
I think that pretty much covers the details of this case. Only the victim and the defendant were on the launch pad when the former was killed. If this is the truth, then only Mr. Starbuck could have carried out this crime.
What little I could get out of him only hurt my case.
Classic.
Justice, don't know. Foolish is the warrior who rushes headlong into battle. Preparation is an essential element of battle, so I advise you to take a gander at this. What is it?
You have to watch it.
Footage from a security camera.
Here we go.
As the two astronauts emerge from the bowels of the Launchpad 1 corridor.
Can you not say it like that? Oh my fuck!
The boarding lounge security camera captured their desperate escape.
Yeah, I think the roles are reversed here, especially because of who's carrying the canister. I really do think the roles are reversed here. I also think it's worth noting the pressurization on there, because that may come up later. If he was having a panic attack, that he would have way less oxygen. He would have gone through way more of it way more quickly. Withholding evidence much? This is the Dark Age of the Law stuff. Like,
This is normal.
The other games
This is also just kind of Blackwell. He's already on death row. Like,
what are we
and
gonna
he's
hit
here.
him with?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Discovery doesn't exist in this world. If it did, this entire game wouldn't work.
Now, I would direct your attention to what the defendant is shouldering, which you can see is none other than the lifeless body of the victim.
Presumed.
What?
Oh god, Fulbright's not wearing socks. Okay, I can't unsee that. Oh god.
Oh my god, of course his ankles are exposed. Order, Shay! Taito, I have wonderful news for you. He's already on death row for killing a man. He's just also a prosecutor. These fucking games, I love them so much. Yeah, he is currently on, at the current moment, the prosecutor, Blackwell, is on death row. He is also the prosecutor for this case. And for all the other cases.
This lines up exactly with what the prosecution's been asserting.
They assigned a murderer to this court? Yes, they did.
Should have known Blackwell would have something like this ready.
Alright, I think I understand the inversion that's happening here.
Apollo? How exactly did they determine that Clay was already gone in that footage?
I see what you mean. Whether Clay was still alive at that point is pretty crucial. Your Honor, please take another look at the footage. Isn't it possible that Mr. Terran was still alive here and that Mr. Starbuck was helping him?
Why, I believe you're right. One man carrying the other to safety.
What a beautiful expression of friendship. Of good Christian friendship.
Perhaps that's what it looks like to a one-eyed hothead and a dotard. But it only makes sense if it's the victim's dead body. What do you mean? Fulbright, explain it to Justice, Dono.
You got it. Ready, kid? If the murder had occurred in the lounge, someone might have seen it. Anyone could enter the lounge after all. No, they could not. The elevator was blown up. But doing it while they were alone in the spaceship, well, that's a horse of a different color. Objection! No, the elevator was destroyed.
But you can't deny that there's a possibility the murder could have happened in the lounge. All that video shows is a man helping his fellow astronaut out. Your assertion is based on emotion. It's based in your belief that Mr. Starbuck would surely help his own disciple.
Well, yours is based
But
on the
you-
opposite, so.
You have no logical explanation as to why the victim could still be alive.
Unfortunately, Mr. Justice, the prosecution is right. Your argument is lacking in sound logic, and this guy is so scapegoatable. So, like...
But it sounded perfectly logical to me.
Certainly more logical than Weekend at Bernie. Your friend across the
across the
lounge.
hallway to be like, oh no, a knife! If you have no further objections, I believe it's time to bring this cross-examination to a close.
Objections? Well,
Athena, thank you.
Your Honor, the defense requests a little time to think and regroup.
Given the facts, I'm not sure I see the need.
What is it, Athena?
It's just... there's something that's been bothering me.
If it isn't the defense stalling for time as always.
I can't actually blame you on that one, Blackwell.
No,
That's
he does just have us there.
That's literally what's happening.
Very well, I'm feeling generous. You may have a small measure of time.
Oh, I enjoy watching Apollo squirm.
Yes.
You have 5 seconds. Tick-tock.
5 seconds?
After that, I declare this cross-examination to be closed and a verdict to be rendered. Your baldness, raise your gavel high. It's time for a countdown.
Oh! Ah!
Ready? We don't have time. Spit it out, Athena.
3 more seconds!
Look, I don't think the prosecution's explanation is very complete.
Meaning?
Meaning there's something missing. Like, they conveniently left it unexplained.
Something they didn't explain. Something they didn't explain. Ah, you're right. I think I know what you're talking about.
Your 5 seconds are up, Mr. Justice. Oh, that was fun. Counting, it's been so long. Is there anything about the prosecution's argument you'd like to rebut?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, there is. There's something the prosecution has yet to make clear to this court.
Well, if you put it that way. What is it the prosecution has failed to explain?
The motive?
Why the body was moved.
Yeah, why move him in the first place instead of just be like, no, yeah, he got hit with some rebar.
Yeah, exactly.
They have failed to explain why Mr. Starbuck would bother bringing the body back at all. If the defendant wanted to kill the victim, why didn't he just leave his body in the rocket? Why go through the trouble of bringing him all the way back to the boarding lounge?
Oh! Shit, good point. I don't think we've heard the prosecution's thoughts on that yet.
That's because they have none, Your Honor. After all, how does one explain something so illogical? The prosecution is claiming that the defendant moved the victim's dead body. But what if the entire premise of that argument is wrong?
Then let's hear your theory, Mr. Justice.
The defense proposes that the defendant did not kill the victim. He was helping him. Ah! Fulbright, explain it for our sad friend here before I nod off to his monotone monologue. Inform him exactly why Spaceboy moved the victim. Huh? Oh, they've got to be joking.
It's simple. Mr. Starbuck did what he did to draw suspicion away from himself. He wanted to create the impression he heroically risked his life to save his partner. This is an explanation for how he was covering up moving the body, not for why. That's why he made sure to make to the security camera so there'd be a record.
At the very least, he appears to have achieved success with you and the old man. Ah. Remember, Apollo has pitch-perfect impressions.
Right.
So.
One man carrying the other to safety. What a beautiful expression of
Friendship. Good Christian friendship.
The average person wearing a spacesuit weighs easily over 200 pounds. Saving the life of a partner who weighs as much while trying to escape deadly flames. What a dramatic sob story fit for the silver screen.
This is so insane. Jesus Christ.
Indeed, it was taken in by the I was taken in by the humanity of such a believable story.
You see, yet the true ending is that all traces of his hammy act were meant to be blown up. Yes, and now we arrive at the thrilling conclusion. The third explosion.
There was a third bomb. Okay.
What are you talking about? There was no third explosion.
Indeed, you are correct. But that is thanks to Detective Arm. It was she who identified and secured the bomb.
There was a third bomb.
However, it doesn't change the fact that the third bomb was discovered in the lounge. The steel coffin beside the witness stand. That would be a bomb transport case. We used that to transport the deactivated bomb here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It was found in the lounge, a bomb in the form of a most distasteful toy.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
we remember that guy. What?
One on the second floor in the main building, one on the launch pad, and one in the lounge.
For your sake, Taito, the opening trial takes place after this one in time and is resolving the issue of, well, you'll see.
The defendant planned to set off 3 fireworks displays. Fortunately, the third was discovered before it could be detonated, for had it not, the victim's body and other vital evidence would surely have been immolated.
Objection!
God! Before you utter a word, know that the evidence supports me. It's like he's reading my mind. As it is still undergoing forensic investigation, I do not have the evidence on hand. However, know that a peculiar item was found in one of Mr. Starbuck's pockets. Specifically, a bomb detonation switch.
Maybe lead with he had the detonator on him.
You found what? I suspect the defendant had no time to destroy such damning evidence. When the Space Center director and Detective Arms stumbled across the murder.
He was too busy slowly carrying himself into the proximity of a bomb, of course.
So he thought to hide it in his own pocket. Feeble-brained that he
Fucking
is.
hell, oh man.
Yeah, because they let feeble. Well, I was gonna say they let feeble-brained people go to space all the time sarcastically, but then I'm like, in this world, I honestly don't know.
No, Mr. Starbuck would never do anything like that. Ah! Justice to know. Open your eyes and see the truth.
There appears to be irrefutable evidence that the accused set off the explosions.
No, there has to be some kind of mistake. This can't be the truth. Still can't accept it. You'll believe in your client, come what may. Then why don't you cross-examine the defendant himself?
Oh no! Don't let us do that. Ooh.
This has to be a trap.
It's like Blackwell's controlling the entire game.
Yeah, it seemed like he was waiting for me to bring up the body moving issue.
Why do you say that?
Because he had just the right argument when I pointed it out. And to really rub it in, he had a decisive piece of evidence up his sleeve, too. He was trying to shake my faith in Mr. Starbuck and break me down.
Then making you cross-examine Mr. Starbuck at this point was part of his plan too? Totally underhanded, but I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
Now, let us hear from the arch-villain, the fiendish murderer himself. Famed astronaut Solomon Starbuck.
Okay.
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Solomon Starbuck, astronaut. How did this happen?
Mr. Starbuck, you aren't looking very well. Will you be able to give testimony?
No.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, no is not an option. You are being accused of the Space Center bombing and murder of Clay Terran. Please testify to these allegations.
Mind if I take the suit off? It's getting really heavy. It's not the weight of the suit that you feel, but of your sins.
Jesus Christ.
Prepare to carry that weight for the rest of your life. Banish me to the moon. I don't care anymore.
Wow. That was super negative. Is he gonna be alright there?
He'll be fine, I think. As long as he doesn't totally give up and say he did it, that is.
Well,
Alright,
point?
let's see.
All I did was support Clay over my shoulder and get us out of the rocket. Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level and headed for the corridor. Clay had passed out by the time we got to the order to evacuate. I didn't kill Clay, I was trying to save him.
Okay.
So you assert you didn't set off the bombs or murder the victim?
But I bet you think I'm lying, right?
I reserve all judgment until I've heard your full testimony.
I'm sure you don't believe me. I bet you don't even believe I'm an astronaut. I don't think the judge doubts that, dude.
who wear a suit like that except an astronaut?
I will
Enthusiastic
say,
cosplayers.
when I saw you in that movie, you appeared quite courageous, though I suppose reality never quite lives up to that fantasy.
I guess I'm just a big disappointment, huh? I really don't care what happens anymore. Oh no, he's given up.
That was
What a
somebody
depressing
else,
fellow.
apparently.
If you were to join me in the clink, I imagine that annoying sighing of yours would rub off on the other inmates.
Oh god, imagine Naruto with the...
Oh, that was Blackwell!
like how it rubbed off on Prosecutor Blackwell a second ago?
Huh? That was Blackwell sighing? He sounded so different. Mr. Starbuck's testimony contains a glaring contradiction. The question is, what does it mean? Even if Mr. Starbuck is my client, I can't be gun-shy now. It's time to find out the truth.
Okay. Let's see. You didn't kill him.
I didn't kill him.
All
So
you
you
did
see
was
the clear
support
contradiction,
Clay
right?
over my shoulder and get us out of our rocket. Well, I mean, let me go through the 4 dialogue boxes again. You took the elevator. So that's the thing I'm wondering about is...
If you look at the bomb...
Oh, whoops.
well,
I meant to go to court record shit.
is that
but-
the elevator inside the launch pad area? That's
but-
right where the bomb was.
Exactly.
That's right. We always use it to get to and from the cockpit.
That makes sense. So he was just using the route he always used. And nothing different happened that day, so...
In spite of the fact that there just been an explosion, Athena? I think Mr. Starbuck is hiding something. Something pretty big.
Okay, yeah, we will present the explosion diagram on that. So back up. Present. Present.
Mr. Starbuck, I need your testimony to be as accurate as possible. Was I not being accurate? No, because it's impossible for you to have taken the elevator down to the middle level.
What makes you say that, Mr. Justice?
Please recall where the bomb went off in Launchpad 1. Also recall that after the explosion, the middle level elevator was engulfed in flames.
Oh, you're right. Which means...
Exactly. The Launchpad's elevator would have been unusable. In other words... Mr. Starbuck, your statement is decidedly inconsistent with the facts.
he hiding.
Where'd you get the helmet, bro? Mission Command, do you read me? Come in, please! This is Mission Command. I order you to pay attention. Stop this nonsense and answer my questions, Mr. Starbuck. My helmet!
Oxygen tank! Oxygen concentration and body temperature declining. Requesting medical assistance.
Wow, he went through a whole freak out immediately, huh?
You know, it's a hard day.
And apparently he made me bust out my first form cell impression.
Mr. Starbuck, we are not in space right now. Please stop pretending you have lost consciousness and stand back up.
You can still faint on the ground, Judge.
Like,
I apologize, Your Honor. I forgot I was still on Earth.
oh my god. Oh my
I feel like we all just got a real glimpse of Solomon Starbuck, the astronaut.
Yeah, he seemed more like an astronaut now than when he was doing all that sighing. Mr. Starbuck, could you please explain the inconsistency in your statement about how you used the middle-level elevator? I, was nervous and I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I actually took a different route, I think. A different route. I hope you're able to deliver a straight story this time. I'll get it right this time. Maybe. No, I mean probably. Probably.
It's understandable to be nervous, but let me remind you, accuracy is paramount in court.
Okay, let's see. Your escape route.
Let's see. My escape route. What I said before was a mistake. I remember now. I took a different route. Maybe, probably... With the capsule and Clay in my arms, I made my way down from the upper level.
You couldn't do both. You couldn't do both, not because it's an elevator, or not, no, it's a ladder. You couldn't do both.
You're saying you escaped without using the elevator. That's right. There's a ladder that spans the upper and middle levels. I used that ladder to get to the middle level. Luckily, the fire hadn't reached the ladder, so we could make our escape that way. And the capsule you mentioned. I suppose you mean the thing next to Mr. Terran here? Was the capsule that important that you'd risk your life to take it with you? It almost goes without saying, but yeah, that capsule contains asteroid samples. Therefore, it's invaluable as research material. With the spacesuit on, Clay weighed a ton, but securing the capsule was also important. I need you to answer to the best of your ability. Mr. Starbuck, please remember that your verdict is riding on your testimony. Maybe I am guilty after all. I wonder if you can see the stars in prison. That's more comfortable than a spaceship.
Jesus.
Yeah, you already know what you need to do.
Yeah. So, ladder. Remember now, I took a different route, maybe, probably. Can I press, or can I just present immediately?
You can present.
Cool. Is it just the diagram?
Also, yes, the diagram. I apologize for this being so much the Austin show. Because we know that Apollo's going to get, fucking boomed. He's going to get literally bombed.
Spoilers.
Someone else is, from the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Someone else is going to take up the case, so I didn't want Sheri to take this witness and then have Phoenix as well.
I was thinking, like, is this guy gonna die? Like, when he passed out for a second, I'm like, hey, is he, like, dead? Because I was like, why did Austin insist on taking this character? But no, you're right. Apollo's gonna leave the narrative before long.
Yeah,
Apollo's only two friends get killed.
He's going to leave the active defense role. He's still going to be prominent in the narrative.
Like, he gets back to Wright and co, and they're like, oh, hey, Apollo, good. We need you to clean the spaghetti out of the toilet. Yeah, no one knows how it got there, but the floating spaghetti's in the toilet, and it's like, it escapes you. When you try to get it, it escapes you, so you're gonna have to do it. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave forever.
I'm leaving again.
It's gonna be like that Nicole Kidman picture when she left Tom Cruise.
Yes.
And leaving right at anything he just...
Anyways, present.
Yes. Mr. Starbuck, why don't you just tell the truth?
Because I don't think he was conscious.
Yeah, he doesn't remember.
Let's see. The Earth is blue? No, that's not quite right. So, I guess the Earth isn't blue? Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Good work, bud.
The truth, Mr. Starbuck.
Oxygen concentration is super low in this area. Prepare the emergency oxygen tanks.
Mr. Justice, the witness appears confused. Please help draw the truth out from him.
Mr. Starbuck, under the circumstances at the time, you couldn't possibly have reached the boarding lounge via the upper level route. Huh?
Excuse me. Oh my
Not
God.
as long as this was along the escape route. The ladder.
Ladder.
To get down from the upper to the middle level where the Launchpad 1 corridor is, you would have to go down the ladder. Isn't that right, Mr. Starbuck? Of course. That was the only way we could escape. But how would that work? At the time, you were supporting Mr. Terran over your shoulder, were you not? And remember, he was in full space gear as well, putting him at over 200 pounds. Oh. Well, it's easy on the moon. Gravity is only 1/6 of what it is here on Earth. But the Space Center is located on Earth.
You got me
We're
confused.
not on the moon, sir.
Short of being an octopus, climbing a ladder with an adult male in space gear in one arm, while carrying the capsule in your other, is impossible, wouldn't you say?
This also doesn't make any sense if the roles were reversed, because how was Clay carrying Soul on the ladder? We are assuming right now the person being carried was unconscious. The reality that we are asserting is that because the roles are reversed, the person that was being supported was not unconscious. They were just panicking. So they could
also,
walk
you could
one
assert-
step forward. They could be like guided down a ladder.
Also,
And go ahead.
could have gotten down the ladder and then started to panic, like while coming down the ladder, and then
That's
like,
fair.
needed to be guided, like you were saying.
No
but-
possibility.
But because I think it was that he was not fully available at the time, which is why he doesn't remember what happened, except in like vague terms. But he still could have like put one foot in front of the other enough to keep moving.
Oh. So, Mr. Starbuck, how exactly did you climb down that ladder with your arms full? Mr. Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth, now.
Engineer, where's the engineer?
I hate to say it, but this is a situation where I think we need Athena. Oh.
Accidentally
oh,
detect
oh.
that?
Oh, he's good.
Oh.
He's good.
How the...
Oh!
How is he going away? What?
What the fuck?
Help, I'm caught in the ceiling.
Help? Anyone?
Oh
no,
my
he's
fucking-
rotating in the ceiling fan now.
Oh no! Oh, he's going flying.
Jerry!
Prepare the cherry picker. The cherry. Oh shit! We're aboard for this. Okay, hang on. I got it. It's right behind the desk here. I'm tossing this to you. Oh, we must progress the rescue mission at once.
I'm
Normally that's-
imagining those little toy grabby claws that you get from arcades.
I was
They're
imagining
they're just dual wielding those.
I was imagining like a full-on like crane lift thing that they normally have for like all those little monkeys that are always getting in here and laughing at us from the rafters. We gotta shoo them out.
Oh god, it's another fucking talking bird in the ceiling again. Ever since that one trial, they think they can all come here. Get the bird picker.
Well, that's one way to take off while being questioned.
This all could have been avoided if Blackwell just let Starbuck take off the suit when he asked. I further assert that this is kind of supposed to be Dark Age of the Law shit, of like, you write enough of these games, you come up with enough reasons for these cases, eventually as a writer you go like, no, this is kind of fucked up, right? We can't just ignore how fucked up this is.
Also, I'm sure Blackwell was like, oh, I'm so sorry, is your spacesuit restrictive? Is that hard for you to be in a restrictive garment? Wah, wah.
Be a man and break it with pure anger like me. I like the cherry picker, gentlemen. The.
That's what I was like, that's gonna be for a purpose.
Holy shit. Anyways.
I'd rather prove his innocence so he can go to space again someday for real.
When Phoenix lost his bat. Yeah, it was Phoenix's fault. He was the fucking thing keeping this all together. His bullshit was counterbalancing everyone else's bullshit.
Now then, Mr. Starbuck, do you think you can keep your feet planted on the ground?
Yeah, I apologize for losing control. Are you ready to tell us the truth?
None of that.
Hey, could Fulbright give him literally one of his pills? Like,
Yeah, just any of the medication that he's taking for this reason.
What is going on? This isn't the Mr. Starbuck I know. It appears Spaceboy is prone to deception. Witness. Yikes! Yeah? I thought your story odd, but perhaps the inconsistencies can be explained as the result of a medical side effect.
Oh my god, they're gonna try and argue it was the meds.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please. Please don't talk about that.
What are you talking about, Prosecutor Blackquill? Didn't I already state that Spaceboy is, ironically, terrified of going into space?
It's just really good. It's just a really good dialogue box.
That's why he took some precautions just before the launch. For you see, traces of this anti-anxiety drug were found in his system. Oh, I sense things are about to take a nosedive. You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation, too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never take any drugs, ever. It was found in his system, but he doesn't remember taking it? How could that be? Somebody must have slipped them to me. But I guess maybe that's why I don't remember. Because of the side effects, you see. Yeah, that's why I don't remember much about what really happened. What?
Order in this courtroom.
We can't get any useful testimony out of him if he doesn't remember anything.
goddamn lorazepam. Well, this certainly explains why his testimony kept changing.
I like how everyone picked a different medication to reference.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just tell me he couldn't remember?
I guess he didn't want anybody to find out he was terrified of going to space.
Maybe I really did do it. Which brings us to the answer of our original question of how the witness climbed down the ladder with a dead body. It does? So what is it?
Jesus Christ, Apollo.
A dead man feels no pain and makes no complaints, Justice Stono.
No, you just drop him.
So the body was simply dropped down from the top of the ladder.
Does it have signs of bruising on it?
Oh my, I see. And then the defendant can climb down with his free hand.
Or damage to the suit, maybe?
Drop the
'Cause I don't-
body down? Who would do such a disrespectable thing?
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, in this case, if it's someone who's, like, done, like, an elaborate murder, that's probably least disrespectful. But I was gonna say, like, I assume they're built to be sturdy, but probably, like, spacesuits are quite delicate in a lot of ways.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
we would see damage we would see it in the, picture.
We'll
certainly.
get there. Besides, dropping the body down would leave marks on the body itself. So you are capable of quick thinking. Yes, you are correct. Really? Oh,
Oh my
thanks,
God.
man. Oh God, bird!
You get the bird.
Bird! Shit! Oh God, I have so much trauma regarding birds in courtrooms. What is this?
Oh, is it because it was pressurized?
It's the oxygen tank from the victim's spacesuit. It's ruptured, and I'm sure you can figure out why.
Ruptured, you said.
You can't be implying it ruptured when the defendant dropped the victim's body. I am. for they fracture easily when struck. Even if that's true, the tank's explosion and shrapnel would leave its mark on the body. Yet, according to the autopsy report, only the knife wound was found on the victim's body. You're clearly grasping at straws with this line of reasoning.
Silence.
The spacesuit isn't heavy for the sake of being heavy, Justice Dono. It includes the latest technological devices and is made of the fabric of tomorrow.
Don't tell me your excuse is carbon fiber, dude.
This fabric is made to protect astronauts from the dangers of space. So, falling a few Earth yards would hardly leave a mark on the wearer.
But you can easily get through it with a fucking
Then
knife.
shouldn't it be
knife?
impossible to stab someone with a utility knife? It should, and yet, through sheer coincidence, the knife slipped through a weak spot in the suit's structure and found its way to its target.
Fucking hell.
I mean, objectively speaking, the knife is through the suit.
Yeah, he was
That apparently
stabbed.
did happen.
It's just,
Like,
it's
he's
just
got
like,
he's got a case.
it's just like, however, purely by coincidence. Like, it's that phrasing of it, that framing of it.
God, what are the chances?
This is the Cybertruck of spacesuits, Justice Dono. He drops the body and it lands knife side down, causing it to shoot straight up through the chest, out the back up to the ceiling. Yeah, and then he like flies around like a jetpack unit in Star Wars Battlefront, just dying
Hi,
everywhere. Oh, you got a
Good,
kid.
a baby.
Hi, son. You forget that our killer is an astronaut himself with knowledge of how the suits work.
Stick it on your shoulder like the bird.
Well, he does have me there.
He does like that.
And now, my argument has been proven. Spaceboy killed the victim in the rocket and then dropped his body from the upper level. After climbing down, he shouldered the body and made sure the camera recorded them. There's no room for debate about these facts. It's clear that Solomon Starbuck is the only one who could have killed Clay Terran. God! Here, the report regarding the astronauts' oxygen tanks. Consider it my send-off gift. Feel free to use it as payment to cross the river Styx.
All right, let's see what we got. The victim's tank was ruptured, 0% left. The defendants had 80% left. Remaining oxygen is displayed on the left shoulder.
Hey, this report is pretty detailed.
Check it myself because it had a click. The display on the astronaut's left shoulder shows the oxygen remaining. After the incident, the victim's tank was ruptured and the remaining oxygen was 0%. The tank belonging to Starbuck, who claims to have carried the victim, said it was 80% full and the tanks were functioning properly. Oh, yep.
Let's see. The display on the astronaut's left shoulder showed oxygen remaining. I guess that means these glowing cyan digits represent the amount of oxygen in the tank. Hey, what's that number?
Yeah, that number says 50.
Yeah,
So
it says
Does that say 80?
yeah,
does
that
that
does
say
not say
80 or
that
0?
does not say 80 and that does not say 0.
Interesting thing. I'm done for. I'm going to prison instead of space.
Hang on, no, that's it. That's going on the collage. That's going on the collage.
Yeah.
That's so fucking good. I'm going to prison instead of space. I'm going to run a short ad. If anyone needs to go to the bathroom or get a snack or anything, I'm going to add this to the collage. So BRB.
I'll go pee.
Yeah, if anyone needs to do anything like that, now's the time.
I'll go pee instead of going to space.
Let me go grab the Apollo Justice collage. Oh no, that's the old one. Is it? Where is the collage? Dual Destinies collage. There it is. Okay, I'm going to prison instead of space. That's so fucking good. I can just go across some of the bar right there. That it's too potent. I'm okay with it taking up a bunch of space. Plus, we can add some stuff onto it if we really want to. I will, however, for visibility's sake, lower the brightness. Or like the color spec on it. There we go, just like that. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, maybe that's too big. That's too big. Like that's gonna be distracting. Let me shrink it. You know what? I know the best way to shrink it. The best way to shrink it is to just crunch it. Crunch it down. Crunch it, crunch it, crunch it. Nom 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 nom. There we go. There we go. I am going to reduce brightness on it ever so slightly more. Maybe not. Hang on.
So, I want
What's
you
up?
guys to know.
Let me hear it.
Crane is currently glaring at me. Because he's not on my lap and I'm not leaning back so you can hear me on the mic like I usually do, so he can curl up on my chest. He is instead curled up on my book and glaring at me angrily. He's so spoiled.
Hey, y'all, I'm so sorry. I did go to space. I lied.
Oh, damn.
Oh, welcome back from space.
Thanks.
took-
I had to get a
Alright.
sweater. It's cold up there.
I am good to keep going if you all are.
I am too. We're,
Alright.
I'll say this. We're nearing the end of this part of the trial.
Well, we'll probably hit
No,
a save and then call it, if we want. How do we feel about that?
Otherwise, we
sounds
could
good.
jump into investigation.
Uh,
Now, that would go longer.
it would definitely go longer. I think let's hold off on doing that. We'll do that Friday. So
sounds
let's keep going with this for now.
Sounds good to me. Space Boy. Space Boy.
Boy.
My favorite superhero sidekick from the God, sorry, how old is he again? 29.
Yep.
From the early aughts when I grew up.
No. You're right, though.
He's
One
a
day-
2000s baby.
One day in the early 70s, George Lucas shot up at a 90-degree angle in bed. Just like, Space Boy!
Space
Have to
Boy.
make a movie about Space Boy.
Oh, I stand corrected. His birth year is listed as 1999.
Oh
90s
my
hag, just like-
god. Oh
I'm-
my god, he's just like us for real.
I am 5 years older than Black
The
Quill.
Black Quill. Ooh. Whew. Whew. The Wii and DS are retro now. Yes, and it's excellent. I love that. You're the same age as Black Quill Square. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congrats!
Doesn't Black Quill look 29?
Yeah, there's a
Look at him.
young but haunted kind of look to him. That's
He has seen the horrors. That's
But
what
he-
the
he has seen-
Japan-American prison system does to a man.
And he has seen the horrors, but he has not been around on this earth long enough to have given up on looking fabulous. So he's gonna try. He's
Yep.
putting commitment into it.
let's move to a hot topic.
Goth bitch. Take heart. The bejeweled night sky is still beautiful even when viewed through bars. You mean the stars are seen from prison? That's right. Your cell will be your spaceship. Picture the view through the iron bars. It's like being an astronaut in your own craft for all of time.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
he might not get life.
That's not a half bad thought, you know? Mr. Starbuck, Prosecutor Blackwell got to him good.
Yes, Vulpix. Oh, you want to play so guilty so bad? Oh.
Spaceship prison cell. Fly me, my guilt, and my despair into the deepest, darkest space. And then let's get sucked into a black hole together.
Outer Wilds.
Mr. Starbuck, you cannot give up hope. Oh. Yeah, Apollo? You know, Clay, really looked up to you. He said you were an incredible man. He said you'd never give up your dreams and passion for space, no matter the situation. He said that? So don't you give up now and help me prove your innocence. For the sake of the man who respected you and believed in you, Clay Tarrant. For Clay. You're wasting your breath.
Oh.
I don't want to do that to our neighbors, so I'm gonna stop there.
That's fair. Oh, he's fine now.
Apollo, thank you. I can see things clearly now. Mr. Starbuck. I'm
Yeah.
fine now. Thanks for reminding me of my life's mission.
I gotta be real. The I'm fine thing being both a gag, but also a very real thing to tie all these characters together is like the biggest, loveliest don't make jokes we have had
Yes,
over this
I know.
entire
It's
fucking
so good.
franchise. Like, it's the whole time, like, oh my god, this bit's so great. This is like load bearing for him. Like, if Apollo can't do this, he will have a mental breakdown. And then title card, It's Always Sunny. Apollo has a mental breakdown. Like, shows up.
Right. We'll both be fine. I'll prove you're innocent. You'll see. And after that, we'll get you back into space. Ah, you've ignited the booster rockets of my soul. I'm on fire. I am Solomon Starbuck, astronaut, a cosmic hero chosen by the universe itself. This is no time to be whimpering and crying. I can't let you and Clay down.
Hell yeah, bud.
Boulder Dash. The sun, the moon, all of space is calling to me, Solomon Soul Starbuck. Ready for launch. Begin the countdown. 5, 4,
3.
2, 1.
1.
Oh shit.
Lift off! I cannot fly.
Oh, he's
I'm
trying.
trying so hard. I'm getting there.
hold
I'm
on.
getting there. I'm getting. No.
Ah, dang.
He's just like miming.
Well, I feel like I've witnessed an actual rocket launch.
Apollo, you did it! You broke Prosecutor Grip. You broke. You broke Prosecutor Blackwell's grip over Mr. Starbuck.
I'm sorry, but that. That was the most in-character shit you've done for Athena. You
No, shut up.
No.
No, shut up. Let me go again. Let me go again.
I'll get it. I'll get it right.
Just grabbing Apollo's entire face and scrunching it. No, no, no,
No,
you don't talk.
It's not Gripwell and it's not Black Grip. Give me a second.
Grip will. I can't take the credit. It was all Mr. Starbuck. He pulled himself through.
Prosecutor Grip does actually sound like if they just kept making these games like one a year, we would have eventually gotten Prosecutor Grip. Like,
Yeah. Instead of throwing coffee or whipping, he just grabs you and chokes you unconscious.
Objection! While just throttling you.
Command Grab. I do like the idea of a fighting game with an enemy named Commander Grab.
He could do like an Inspector Gadget type extendo finger for the
Yes.
objection finger.
Yes.
But then it like grabs you.
We need a new
Horrifying.
Marvel vs. Capcom game to facilitate this, please.
If you simpletons are done massaging one another's egos.
Never.
I could go further, but let's go on. No matter how positive your mood, my advantage remains unshakable. I have but to wait for the final guilty verdict. Isn't that right, your baldness? Oh god, I can't let up now. I have to stop Blackquill. I have to see this through. Mr. Starbuck just has to make it back up into space.
Oh.
I won't allow Clay's dream to remain unfulfilled. I've got to destroy Blackwell's argument somehow. Think, Justice. Think. If the only people at Launchpad 1 were Clay and Mr. Starbuck... And if Clay was already dead by the time this footage was taken, then the only person who could have killed him is Mr. Starbuck. So the only way to counter Blackwell's argument is if I can prove that Clay was still alive when they arrived at the boarding lounge. In which case, I should be able to find some contradiction in the evidence itself. Now, let's see. About this data that we just received. This supposedly proves that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay's body in Launchpad 1. But if I'm gonna prove that false, then there must be something I can use here.
Here we go.
Enough of this farce, your baldness. Let's have your verdict. Prosecutor Blackwell, you seem to be in quite a hurry to rush the verdict. But about this oxygen tank data you submitted just now. It says that Mr. Starbuck's tank had 80% remaining, while Mr. Terran's had 0. Do you stand by the accuracy of this report? Of course. Then I guess it simply means that it's faulty, as evidence goes.
I guess that's just kind of some shitty evidence then. Wow.
We'll explain what you mean, Justice Dono.
Yeah, Onion, I was thinking about, like, the animation, the spring of the point. That would be a lot of fun.
It's simple. This evidence contradicts the facts of this case. Take a look here at the detailed description and you'll see what I mean.
I hope you have some evidence, Mr. Justice, because I don't see what's so contradictory.
Yes, Your Honor, right away.
All right, the
This
picture.
is the evidence that the oxygen tank report stands in contradiction to. Yeah, the video.
And how does this evidence present a contradiction?
The problem is this part here.
The number.
Note the remaining oxygen in Mr. Starbuck's tank as he carries Mr. Terran.
So it is actually Terran's tank, and it is in the process of draining from full to
Yes.
0. That, okay, yeah, there we go.
It appears to say 50.
Yes, but according to the data, our client's tank had 80% remaining.
The oxygen in the tank increased?
I see Your Honor finds it as strange as I do. It's bad enough that there's a contradiction, but the increase in oxygen is beyond illogical.
Oh my, you're absolutely right. What is going on here?
This is some shitty evidence, Blackwell.
I too find it odd that the oxygen remaining has increased. It would be as odd as if my rations were to increase.
Oh yeah, I'll make it about you.
Fulbright. My rations could be better,
Just a
Fulbright.
I
little
give
bit.
you 1 Snickers a week, okay? I want to make sure you're not hungry.
What does that prove?
You're not you when you're hungry.
It doesn't change the fact that it is the defendant carrying the victim's corpse. I'm gonna bet you don't get any more rations because you don't abide by the rules. Either way, the oxygen remaining shouldn't increase, just as your rations don't increase.
The problem, Your Honor, is that your bald head is lacking some brain cells.
The only one who's going to be in a brain cell is you, young man, if you keep this up. Aha! Oh, I got him. Oh, hey, I'm gonna do a little dance, a little tap dance across the stage. Stop the presses, stop the... Oh, right, I'm the judge.
Therefore, this new information is critical. We can't overlook it. Silence. In that case, do you have an answer to this riddle of the mysteriously increasing oxygen? You'd better not disappoint, or I'll declare the inconsistency as mere equipment malfunction.
Prosecutor Blackwell has a point. Suppose it could be a simple malfunction. Mr. Justice, if you cannot provide an adequate counter-argument to this point, I'm afraid I must bring this trial to an end. So do you think you can explain why the remaining oxygen level increased?
Of course I can! The thing to do at a time like this is to turn my thinking around. Mr. Starbuck has no memory of it, but he claims to have carried Clay. So this man with the 50 on his tank ought to be Mr. Starbuck. But if anything, the display on his oxygen tank should have shown 80. This is a clear contradiction between the report and the security footage. So what I should be asking is not why did the oxygen level increase, but what had to have happened to make it look like it increased.
Here we go.
Am I making some kind of mistake in my base assumption here?
Feels like we're doing that a
Well.
lot lately.
Mr. Justice, we're waiting. Display your insecurities for the courtroom.
I always do, Your Honor. I'm ready to answer. This is why the remaining oxygen appears to have increased.
They were going. The victim was carrying the
Carrying
defendant.
the defendant, yeah.
What if it was the other way around?
Ascertain that immediately before we even saw the footage. However, the game does do a really good job of hiding that fact for a while.
And also guiding you on the path to logic if you had not drawn that conclusion.
Exactly. Like, they do a good job drip feeding you being able to figure that out. Especially even with the animation of, like, the happening. Like, to make you think about the oxygen tanks more.
The other way around. Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice?
As you can see, Your Honor, both men had their helmets on in this footage. But it turns out this is where our base assumptions went astray. We assumed that it was Mr. Starbuck helping Mr. Terran, but it was the other way around. It wasn't Mr. Starbuck helping Mr. Terran at all. It was Mr. Terran who was helping Mr. Starbuck to the boarding lounge.
It was what? Order in this fucking court, Mr. Justice. You intend to tell me the person in this image on the right in this image is the victim in this image, Clay Terran in this image?
I think you had a stroke, Your Honor. Yes, it's the only way the riddle of the increasing oxygen level can be solved. At this point in time, the remaining oxygen in the victim's tank was at 50%.
Blackwell and Fulbright are like the inverse of Edgeworth and Gumshoe's salary review.
Yeah.
Fuck. I learned in the Clink that when you kill a man, he expels all the oxygen in his lungs. Enough to partially refill an oxygen tank, perhaps.
Wait, why would he learn that in the Clink? He's on death row for murder. Don't you think he'd know?
I was trying
He
to...
didn't stick around long enough to find that out, but Naruto knows.
Yeah, no, he was
That
kissing...
man sticks around to watch the life escape from his victims.
Naruto has
Naruto
to,
would
like...
be a better series if that was true.
Did we say he went to prison for, like,
Blood
wire
snatching.
topic or something?
I believe it was tax evasion.
It's
He
all
wouldn't
three.
have Elite Village.
Yep.
And when the victim was found in the boarding lounge, his tank was at 0%.
That's right. There's nothing contradictory about the oxygen level decreasing.
This means Mr. Terran was alive as they made their escape to the lounge. How short your memory is. Have you forgotten what you yourself proposed? Even if the victim was alive at this point in time. How did he descend the ladder
Yeah.
with his arms full?
The same thing Stuart was saying.
Prosecutor Blackquill, you can't hurt me with a broken blade.
Sticks and stones, sir.
I'm using your language back at you. How do you like it? Excuse
Fuck.
me.
I feel seen, but hurt.
It's true that we don't know how they got down the ladder, and I suppose that matter needs further investigation. But we have proven that Mr. Terran was alive when he reached the boarding lounge.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, too.
This fact alone shatters your claims, and opens up the possibility that the victim could have been killed by a third party. Gah. There were two people who claimed to be the first on the scene. But can we truly trust their statements?
Let's see. The two people were Detective Candace Arm and Yuri Cosmo, right? You think one of them might have given a false statement to the police?
Yeah, it's certainly possible. We might have to do a little more digging.
But what Apollo is proving right now is that it needs further investigation. So we are able to, Yep.
It seems we'll have to hear the testimony of these first two people on the scene.
This is the right
Score.
anything special.
Exactly.
Extend delay as long as possible.
Come to think of it, where the fuck is Detective Arm? She's supposed to be here regardless. Bailiff, could you please show Detective Arm to the stand? Okay. Who was Tanate again?
I don't remember. Who was Ted tonight?
Shit.
I
just
remember he
chat.
sounded like this, but I don't think I was doing his voice.
No, I think it was you, Sheri. I think it was you because you were doing the robot voice.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Yes, right, yes. Okay, yes.
It is now, at least.
I have an announcement, everyone.
Is he a lost Pain? Is he a lost member of the Pain
Yeah, I
family?
wasn't going for that, but that's kind of painy. You're right. What is the meaning
so
of
many
this?
clans in this town.
We're in the middle of a trial here.
Please remain calm. Listen carefully. Someone has reactivated.
Actually, you think Austin did Ted tonight? I don't remember, but whoever it was gave him the TikTok text-to-speech voice. I'm gonna go fact check this right the fuck now.
I was gonna say we have a whole channel dedicated
We
to
have
the
the
vlogs.
power.
We can do this.
There's a whole VOD channel.
Go to
I love
my
this.
channel.
Listen carefully, everyone. Someone, don't know who, has reactivated the bomb.
All right, so we are back. We jump through the trial. Let me see when Ted Tonight is on screen. Okay, so robot voice is happening, but I also need when he is speaking.
I'm trying to think of who else was in that case too, because that would have determined who would have voiced who.
Payne was the prosecutor.
That might mean it was Austin then, because I think you would have been Payne and... Or no, because Austin's... Oh, God. They're all the
Okay.
same guy.
This number here.
Okay, yeah, you did the you were doing
The TikTok lady voice the whole time, and it was
Oh, yeah.
you,
Okay,
Austin.
Okay. All right.
I just can't see. I'm trying to find a point at which he talks.
Thank you, Cassidy. You are the lore master.
Mm-hmm.
You are our stream wiki.
Does he not talk at any point in that trial? He absolutely does, doesn't he?
He does
Yeah.
at some point.
I can't
I
find.
mean, maybe
Oh yeah.
his voice could have been changed after the explosion.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, the explosion did it.
The
You know what?
explosion did-
I don't
The
want to
ex-
spend more time on that. Oh wait, no, never mind. Here it is. Found it right in time. I'm listening.
Disassembly complete.
Let's the softest part of my body is harder than the hardest part of yours. That voice. That's the voice you did for him. You know what I mean? Okay, yes, good. We're on the same page.
What an insane way to say that for the stream.
Because you'll do the voice and you'll know exactly, and if anyone who knows will know. But
How many people do you think know of Stanley?
know of Lazy Purple? Probably quite a few.
It's Purple Eyes.
Or Purple Eyes. Sorry, that Lazy Purple's the fucking TF2 YouTuber. Yeah, of Purple Eyes. Thank you.
Please remain calm and listen carefully. Someone has reactivated the bomb.
You
Yeah, that
aced
feels
it.
familiar.
That's exactly what it was. Yep, there we go.
Not. It's Sonic's voice. I know. It's Speed of Sound Sonic's voice in that parody. I know. The bomb was defused, but it's about to explode.
Oh my god, JC, a bomb.
A bomb now?
On the day of a star? Oh, I don't want to die. Oh no, everybody's panicking. How is there not, like, some kind of procedure for this?
Yeah, like an escape sequence.
Headless chickens with a death wish, the lot of you. Calm yourselves afore all else.
Come on, Apollo, let's get down here.
What about Mr. Starbuck's dream? And who'll carry out Clay's final wish?
Fuck their dream and their wish, Apollo. I don't want
I
to blow up
don't.
in this courtroom with you people.
I don't care what happens to me. I'm not letting some bomb blow the truth up forever. I refuse to let things end here.
Apollo, this is no time to be dramatic. If we don't get out of here now, we're gonna die. Come on, this way.
Hey, let me go!
The truth, Athena, the truth.
Apollo!
Juniper? She hasn't evacuated yet? Juniper, are you alright?
Apollo, no, not that way.
Ah!
Apollo, help! I got my fingers stuck in the bomb and I tripped up.
God. Apollo's dead, everyone. That's it. He died. He exploded. His bombs dropped and everyone dies.
Can we acknowledge that Apollo got literally exploded by something that took out a spaceship?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
he came into work the next day?
Yep. And
He passed
The
out,
wound
but he
on
did
his
come
eye?
into work.
the wound on his eye, fully unrelated. That wasn't
Yeah.
even part of the
Entirely
bomb.
unrelated. I wonder what that's about. Don't.
What could
It's
that be?
definitely a
Come up.
sty. Definitely
It's
a
It's
sty.
definitely a sty. There's no deeper psychological matters going on. Don't worry about it.
He
It's
definitely
all
is not going
fine.
to show up with eyeliner the next day because he's trying to like how pirates would train themselves to be below deck with an eye patch. He's training himself to get used to having an emo swoop bang.
Yeah, he's
so
gonna.
he can dress up in a
It's
way
a
to
training-
mock Black Quill.
It's a training bang. Yeah, he's go as Halloween. He's gonna go as Black Quill.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really mean, and he's gonna really
Is
get him.
Punished Venom Apollo's jacket looking familiar yet? By the way, no, I caught it. I caught that. Absolutely, I caught that. That's his dead friend's jacket. 100%. I also do find it interesting because I wonder if Apollo was there. I wonder if the injury was directly related to what happened. And
Pearl style.
it's Pearl style? Oh, yes, yeah, Pearl was there. I thought so. It's Pearl Sty for a second, and I'm like,
Oh.
what? You know the famous
That could
sty
be
that
where he
Pearl
got
had?
it.
But I do like the thumbnail ass image that is for this campaign of him with the eye patch on. Like, it's so funny for it to be so prominent because it's obviously not a sty, but for at this point, like, oh yeah, the sty that he has.
Yeah, it's obviously not a sty. I can't wait for you to. Do we have any guesses as to why he is blindfolded?
Oh, I'm sorry. I already
Any
told you
guesses?
mine.
I wonder if he got punched in the face by someone, by his friend perhaps, like before
I
this
thought of a
happened.
punch as well, because that could also cover a bruise. Like, as my serious answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
My
like,
silly answer is that it's a training bang, so he can wear silly emo bang wig.
you are a knower, so you
Okay,
cannot contribute
okay.
to the speculation. That's fair.
I was gonna say, yeah, I also know, so.
Well, for now, we are going to call the stream, y'all, but I'm so glad we were able to be back with issues resolved. Thank you to Xander for fixing Marina's computer.
Also, if for some reason you're just tuning in to the story in the stream, you can go back and watch the VODs from the first case of this game now.
Yeah, let me actually go ahead
it
and
can-
link
It
that.
picks up from there.
Yeah, like you can now pick up on context clues. I think the entire first case is in that first VOD. So let me get so back. We are so back, part 1. I will shoot a link to this if you want to talk about Sidetrack. If you had time, it's going to be tomorrow that I talk about it because they're going to be revealing more information tomorrow. Anyways, I think there's either a stream or something like that is planned. So I'll talk about that. Raid would probably be an appropriate thing to stream tomorrow, but I might stream something else. And then Friday, we're going to get back to the case. But I want to wait until we have more info about Sidetrack before I talk about it. So thank you all very much for coming by. Misremember what you said, sorry. No worries. You're all good. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, probably around the same time, because if it is a stream, I'll want to give them a little time for that information to come out and for any clarifications to come out. And then we'll see you then. Take care. Take it easy.
Take it easy in space.
Wow.
Be
Love
in
life.
space. Be in space.
Go to space.
Get some space.